Let's see what we can't see here. It's Henry Sugar, or more specifically, the wonderful story of Henry Sugar. Let's see more. So I like this story. This story is really interesting. Supposedly, it might be based off true events. I don't know about that. What I can say is I find this really nice and it's really interesting about what this story is and how it's done. Because it's done in such a way where it's sort of, and I'm going to say this, not story-wise, but it's sort of the way the environment is play-like. If you know, you know, but like, you know, when you have stuff like open, close, it's like physical. I don't know if there's much, besides like maybe like a couple of like stuff added, like if you look at my streams, I've got a couple of like stuff up. Or like they changed the filter of like the film. A lot of the physical location seemingly are like sometimes physically moving rather than and having, besides for one of them, which I like, the thing move. Yeah. I absolutely love it. Okay, I don't know if it says in here, so I'm going to put this in spoiler. So yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, a lot of the story has a lot of like perception sort of stuff, where it's like one person reads a book which led to a doctor report of like him talking to a patient who at a certain point he says, now my story starts at this point. So in a way, you start off with Henry Sugar going to this place to read about this doctor who sees a person who can see without seeing, and then he tells his story of how he can do it. And then at the end of his story, it goes back to the doctor and then goes back to Henry Sugar, which I think is really interesting and like really creative. I don't know why, I just love that. A story within a story within a story. Like a Russian nesting doll. But one thing it says is that supposedly this is based on real event. I don't know. And I wouldn't be able to say like, oh, this is real or this is not. I know the reason why I got knowing about this movie was because there was someone on like Variety who looked at this movie and was like, oh yeah, is this possible? Like looking at the back of the cars and then being like, yes, that's this or that's this. But yeah, I find it really interesting and I absolutely like think this is just one of a really good movie. So yeah, I think this is a really good movie and 100% definitely, absolutely go and watch it. It is so worth it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed and good night.